Welcome to the Outer Rim Rookie, a beginner's journey to joining the 501st and Rebel Legion. My name is Rob Williams. Today is part 2 in our 3-part series of our Walt's Trooper Factory AT-AT Driver Armor build. That's a mouthful. In part 1, we discussed the greeblies that were done by Pilot Bay that came with the whole AT-AT Driver Armor set from Walt's Trooper Factory. In part 2, today we're going to discuss the quality of work of the armor by Walt's Trooper Factory, unassembled. We're going to examine the pieces, all the parts to it, and take a look to see how it holds up. In part 3, we're going to discuss the quality of customer service by Walt's Trooper Factory. As I said last episode, it is really important that we examine the whole field, not just the quality of work, but the quality of customer service that we get when we buy armor. For a lot of new people who want to join the 501st or Rebel Legion or Mandos, this is a whole new world and it can be intimidating. So I hope you find that this video is very helpful. All right, so let's get into it. Let's discuss the quality of work of Walt's Trooper Factory. Here we go.
All right, let's get into the box of armor. Again, as I said before, this is shipment number 2, which is pretty identical to shipment number 1, except for a few errors, which we will get into. So let's lay it out and take a look at it. So there you go, all set up. Now let's take a look at the pieces, one at a time. All right, so first of all, we'll start with the chest box piece. As you can see, all this is uncut. I'm going to have to do a lot of cutting down and shaving off the edges, all that sort of stuff. That's expected. I purchased it unassembled. I have watched a couple videos on how to put this together. I'm going to have to watch quite a few more videos, but there's pieces there. It looks pretty good, nice and smooth. I'm very curious to see how this is all built, but it looks pretty straightforward, good quality on this section here. For the most part, nice steps on the pieces here. I mean, there are parts where it does fall a little bit, but all in all, it's pretty darn good here. Good job. These are the shoulder belts, looking really nice. Again, I like how this is well formed. There's no smushing or melting look at it. I mean, a little bit right here, as you can kind of see. There's a little bit of wrinkling happening right there. But all in all, it's really good. It seems pretty solid so far. I just noticed that now. That piece looks like it's broken. Or hopefully that is not going to be used later on. I'm just noticing that now. I think one of the challenges for me, and I think any customer who's a new customer, is when they look at this, they assume that everything's fine. But later down the road, I feel I might discover some things that might be of concern. For example, is this going to be of concern or not? I don't know. It may be totally pointless and probably going to be cut off or whatever. But then again, maybe it is important. It's one of those things I'll discover later on. And as you see me build this over the next little while, keep that in mind. We may have to adjust our understanding of the quality of this armor. All right, so here's the shoulder pieces now. Good quality. I'm liking it. Good form. Nice and smooth. If you follow the little light there, it looks nice and smooth. And the second piece as well. And the second piece as well. Very similar. Nice. Oh, there's a little bit of dent there, but not as pronounced. Again, I'm being super picky. But then again, I spent $1,000 on this. So I think I have the right to be a little bit picky here. But looks really good. All right, so here's the back piece. Looking really good, nice form, good ledges. Obviously this will be cut out, all that sort of stuff. Looking forward to building this part. But looks pretty good. Here is the front piece, and looking really good. This is where the chest box will go. From what I understand, some people put a magnet here to attach their chest box. I'm looking forward to seeing how I can build that. Noticing there's a slight little divot there, but again, it's probably going to be hidden. Yeah, looks good so far. But I do need to bring up the first shipment that I received. This is the first chest box that I had, and everything looked fine when I first looked at it. But after having some friends look at it and me examining it, it's right about here. If you can see that, there's a bit of orange peeling. And that was a bit of concern for me. You know, again, when you invest all this money, you want it to be nice and smooth. But we had a bit of orange peeling here, not severe, but enough to warrant a concern. Here's a closer look at the orange peeling to give you an exact understanding of how bumpy it really is. And this is the new one. Obviously, there's still a little divot there, which is kind of frustrating, but interesting. It looks like he has a divot in the buck. The exact same divot. So something to think about when you're pulling your next one there, Walt. Oh, there's another one right there. Oh, there's another divot there, and I want to think that maybe this is where a screw goes in. I'm not exactly sure, but that one's more centered though. This one is very not centered. I feel like this is a mistake and this is intentional, but I can't tell. Either way, this is why it's important to have sort of instructions or so. Either way, I'm going to be doing some research and trying to figure out how this all gets put together. So here's one side of the helmet. It's looking pretty good. It's the same build as a TIE fighter pilot as well as a Rebel pilot's helmet. So there should be lots of video on how to put this sucker together. I've already watched a couple already, and it seems, I would say straightforward, but for me, I'm just a little bit nervous in putting this all together, but I know I have support and help. So the other side looking good too. Nice strong edges. So far, so good. Great job. Let's get to this part. This is awesome. Everybody loves the Stormtrooper face, and this is another one. What I like about this is that it is nice, deep canyons on the teeth. It looks intentional. I have a feeling, I was playing around with the greeblies earlier, I might have to cut this out for the tusks, but it's looking good. The shape's looking good. I've noticed no real orange peeling on this, and yeah, like I said, so far so good. And it's got good shape. It's not totally imbalanced or anything like that. So yeah, liking this. Always good to see sort of a nice strong face. I noticed with Walt's stuff, I have his belt, that the edges are more pronounced, which I kind of dig, but it's one of the reasons I decided to go with him. But the armor itself, this mask looks good. What was thrown in the first set, not the second, was the green lens that will go with the eyes. It is not a bubble lens. I don't know why a bubble lens was not part of it. Some people complain that it is harder to see out of a bubble lens. It throws your eyes off. I have to trust them. But a green lens, flat lens, is acceptable. So this is what came with the first set, not the second. Along with all that armor were these two long pieces, and I'm assuming it's for backing of the box and the mohawk and the helmet, all that sort of stuff. So I'm very curious to see if this will be enough when building my set, because I don't have a lot of ABS. I have some friends, I'm fortunate to have friends that have ABS and probably have some extras, but you can't always rely that your customers have friends with plastic. You could be in a remote place trying to build this thing and be the only one in your town that know how to build this or have any interest in building this. So either way, I hope this is enough to help build the armor. It's pretty long. What is it, about 2 feet or so? Yeah, this piece is for the mohawk as well. It's pretty straightforward, looks good, nice shape to it, nice edges. Yeah, this is a really cool piece. I don't know why I like this piece so much. This is where the clock gears will go, I believe. So looking forward to having this part attached to the helmet. Looks good. Now you may have noticed I've left some of this stuff out. These are the pieces that were not included in the first set. Quite a few pieces. Right here is the earpiece that goes to the side of the helmet. One for each side, obviously. Again, the shape is fine, looks good, pretty straightforward, a good pull. And all these pieces are what he calls the donuts, and two of them are donuts. I'm not exactly sure the lingo, but these are the round pieces that go on the side of the chest box. So there are 3 different kinds of cylinders. A standard cylinder, which is about 20 centimeters wide. These cylinders, which are, as you can see, concave, have a little bit of a groove to it. I'll be looking forward to seeing where this falls into the chest box. And then this wider piece, it actually fits on top of the other one. I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if that's all part of it, what exactly is going on. Part of my feeling is this goes on the inside of the box and this goes on the outside of the box, and the two will go through a hole that's put here, and this is just for security and strength. That's my only guess of what's happening here. But again, time will tell as I do more research. But there you go, 6 buttons or donuts or whatever, and 2 earpieces. This was unfortunately left out of the first shipment. Another thing that came with it were a small bag of screws. I believe this is for the shoulder strap and putting it onto the back piece. So there's that as well.
So as you see, the quality of work is good. Second time around. The first time I had this, obviously we had those issues that I mentioned earlier in the video. The orange peeling and the missing pieces. This time around, the quality of work is good. There's still a few things here and there that I've noticed, little denting in the mold, but all in all, assuming everything's good, and this is the caveat, when you start putting this together, you might start noticing some of the errors or some of the challenges with some of the armor. I'm hoping that I won't find a lot of those challenges or errors down the road when I put this together, but we'll see. So right now, rating the quality of work, it's about 8.5. That could go up or down when we start putting our build together. It is thick, it is well defined. So that's the quality of work. Next episode, we're going to talk about the quality of customer service. This is an important episode, and it's going to go on a little bit longer than the last 2 episodes. You're going to want to have to tune in for this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, help the channel grow. And don't forget to check out the Generation X-Wing podcast. We go live every second Thursday, and then we put out an episode every Saturday for audio, wherever you download podcasts. We hope you check it out, and we'll see you next time. Remember, armor is built on hope. Bye.